Chickasaws will move to our right. Decorah moves to our left here in the first half. The tap will be between Lexi Rasmussen and Sandra Zidlicki. 8 minutes up on the board. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah. And KDECradio.com. Tap controlled by Taylor Skuring, who brings it to the front court to our left. Chickasaws coming out
in a
box and one.
Yep, box and one. Box and chaser.
Wandell high on the right, takes a 15-footer. It's off the back of the rim. The rebound loose on the side. Sandra Zidlicki has it, shuffles it off to Skuring along the baseline to Sarah Zidlicki. Right block, puts it up and in. A 2-0 lead for Decorah, 24 seconds in.
You better give a lot of credit there to the scampering of Sandra Zidlicki. She got on the floor to get that ball.
Decorah coming out in a 2-3 zone. With it on the right side, Darian Wagner, shot faking a drive. Right of the lane, right corner to Hemsath. Now off to Wagner, lost control of it. It's taken by Leichman. Ball eventually goes underneath to Rasmussen over on the right side to Wagner. Wagner to Hemsath, left of the circle to Leichman, and a foul called away from the ball. And it's going to go on Sandra Zidlicki. Zidlicki picks up her first and the first of the game. 51 seconds in, 2-0 Decorah. Baseline left, Rasmussen looking to get it inbounds. Rasmussen kicks it into Leichman mid-court area, left side to Wagner. Wagner top of the key to Leichman. Leichman over on the near right wing to Fitzgerald. Lob pass underneath to Rasmussen. Catches, shoots, misses the shot. Rebound down, and a foul is going to be called on Sandra Zidlicki, and that's two quick ones on Sandra.
And that happens too often, Darren. And again, the reason being, I think, twofold. Number one, she's got to be a little smarter sometimes and let up a little bit. And she plays hard on the game. But number two, she's hard. You know, they see her on the floor. They see a big girl on the floor, and they think, hey, she's fouling people.
Lizzie Hartman in to get her with 6:58 to play here in the first quarter. Leichman right of the circle to Wagner. Wagner back between the circles to Fitzgerald. Right side to Wagner. Wagner on the right wing, guarded by Skuring. Dribbles to the top of the key. Left side to Leichman. Left baseline, it goes towards Hemsath. Knocked away by Abby Hudson and taken away by Abby as well. To Taylor Skuring, who dribbles to the front court to our left. 2-0 Decorah, lead and ball, minute and a half in. Skuring right of the circle. Three-pointer left short. Rebound pulled down by the Chickasaws in the person of Hemsath. To Carly Fitzgerald, who walks it up into the front court. Passes on the near right wing to Leichman, who takes a three-pointer and buries it, and the Chickasaws lead 3-2. We're a minute 45 into the game. Leichman with her 25th three of the season. She had 17 against Decorah the first go-around. Skuring dribbles over to the right side. Goes top of the key to Quandell. Kicks it back to Taylor. Taylor guarding it in the box and one by Wagner. Dribbles it off someone's foot. It's loose. It's taken by Fitzgerald for New Hampton. We'll run the left side to Wagner. Wagner goes top of the key to Leichman. Left side to Wagner. Wagner on the drive in the lane. Put up a runner from 8. No good. Rebound loose. Taken by Quandell. Now to Skuring. Taylor pushes up the right side of the floor. Now slows the pace in the midcourt area. Skuring around a screen to the right side. Taylor driving all the way to the block. Puts it up. No good, but a foul is called.
Yeah, I think that my observation right now, Darren, is that Taylor is quicker than the girl that they have on the box on her. So I really believe that she can take the girl and then either shoot like she just did or dish off for a good look by someone else.
Hemsath the foul, her first, team's first. Skuring is a 63% free throw shooter. 2:29 of the game, 3-2 New Hampton, and the first free throw no good by Taylor.
Taylor kind of falls away when she shoots her free throws. I'd like to see her stay in there a little bit more solid and just go right at the basket a little bit more.
Second free throw is up. It's no good. Rebound, Sarah Zidlicki puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hemsath for New Hampton. Now to Fitzgerald, dribbling up the center of the floor. Passes on the near right wing to Wagner. Wagner between the circles to Leichman. A three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound in the lane to Rasmussen. Now to Leichman, runner up from 8, a brick. Rebound pulled down by Abby Hudson, and Hemsath fouls are on the way out. So 2 fouls on Hemsath now. We are 2:48 into the game, 3-2 New Hampton, and Emma Nicolaisen will check in to replace her.
This is a huge possession right here for Decorah, Darren. We need to get a score here, get us going a little bit. Right now we're kind of running around in mud out there.
Skuring will walk up into the front court. Skuring Around a screen, driving into the lane, put up a shot, no good. Loose ball taken by Taylor on the floor. She lost it and taken by Emma Nicolaisen for New Hampton. Now to Carly Fitzgerald up the right side of the floor, drives to the free throw line, now stops. Top of the key to Leichman. A three-pointer is an air ball that goes out of bounds untouched. And it's a Decorah ball, trailing 3-2, 4:48 to play first quarter.
Well, if they want to continue to shoot that three ball, that's fine with me.
They are 26% on the season.
That's okay. Let them shoot.
Up into the front court, Schurring. Schurring on the near left wing to Quandall. Between the circles to Schurring. Top of the free throw circle to Hartman. Lost it, got it back, kicks it to Taylor. Right side to Abby Hudson. Hudson to Lizzie Hartman. Right of the lane, takes a 12-footer and misses it. Rebound Emma Nicolaisen for New Hampton. Outlet left to Leichman. Over on the right side to Fitzgerald. In the lane to Rasmussen. A move on Hartman. She lays it up and in. And a 30-second timeout going to be asked for by Bridget Storhoff. It's a 5-2 lead for Decorah. With for New Hampton, I should say, with 4:16 to play here in the first quarter.
Well, Darren has kind of got off on the wrong foot with Sandra Zidlicki getting two really quick fouls there. Takes a little bit of a cog out of your offense. And right now, we need to pass the ball around a little bit more on offense, make sure we get more touches, and we're going to get some open looks. Got too much kind of one-on-one. But, it'll come around. I got confidence. I really do.
5-2 lead for New Hampton. We have 4:16 to play here in quarter number one.
And right now, Decorah is they've attempted 6 shots. They've only made 1, so that's probably not headed in that 50% range.
Long ways to go on that end of things. Screen roll pass to Hartman in the lane. Had it knocked away by Fitzgerald. And a loose ball and a tie-up between Quandall and Fitzgerald. The alternating possession will go to New Hampton.
And that's the third turnover. And Lizzie Hartman has to just become a little more physical. That's crazy. She brought the ball down next to her knees, and, of course, everybody's hands were all over it.
Maddie McEnany in for Lizzie Hartman. Halfway point first quarter, 5-2 New Hampton. Top of the key with it is Leichman. Kicks it in the lane to Rasmussen. Right side to Fitzgerald. A 20-footer up and good. Fitzgerald with the jumper, and it's 7-2 New Hampton. 3:45 to play here in quarter number one. Stirring up into the front court around a screen right side, and they're going to call a moving pick on Maddie McEnany. We had a good angle on that. She didn't even move. Sorry.
No, I don't know what they're doing. Some guys like to make themselves known, Make them act like they know what they're doing.
McEnany first foul, team's third. 3:35 to play here in the quarter. 7-2 New Hampton. Wagner off balance shot from the right block, good. And it's a 9-3 lead for New Hampton. Stirring will dribble up into the front court. 9-2 lead for New Hampton, I should say. 9-point run for the Chickasaws. Stirring on the drive of the lane, put up a wild shot, good. And a foul is called on the Chickasaws. The foul will go against Emma Nicolaisen, her first, team's third. And Stirring will have an opportunity at the three-point play. That bucket ends a 9-0 New Hampton run. Free throw no good. Rebound Maddie McEnany puts it up and in. So a 4-point possession for Decorah makes it 9-6 New Hampton. 3:10 to play first quarter. Wagner with it on the right wing. High on the right to Leichman. Between the circles to Wagner. Down to Leichman underneath the Rasmussen at the block. Powers up the shot. No good. Loose ball will go out of bounds and it'll be last touched by Decorah.
Got by with an over the back there, New Hampton did. Boy, that's why the ball went out of bounds.
And I guess you can understand the frustration. The 2 fouls on Sandra Zidlicki were absolutely touch fouls, and a lot of stuff being let go here. As Fitzgerald tried to pass it underneath, the post player couldn't handle the pass, and it's taken away by Abby Hudson. Out of Stirring. Left baseline to Quandall. 20-footer is up, no good. Taylor got the rebound left to the lane. Taylor on the drive into the lane, and a foul is going to be called. And Taylor being pretty aggressive offensively, and I think that's probably a strategy that's going to work for Decorah, Larry.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's no one right now that can stay with her.
Wagner the foul, her first, team's fourth. Hudson will look to get it inbound. Ball deflected out of bounds by Emma Nicolaisen. So Hudson will try again, baseline left. She'll yield trigger responsibilities to Taylor Stirring. Taylor in the left corner to Maddie McEnany. Hand pass to Taylor Skirring on the left wing. Underneath to Sarah Zidlicki at the left block. Back in the left corner to Taylor. Taylor goes top of the key to Quandal. Right side to Hudson. Hudson to McEnany. Right block. Top of the key to Quandal. Bounce pass right corner to Hudson. Hudson between the circles to Quandal. Ball knocked into the backcourt. And she tried to save it. It was going over to the backcourt, and it ends up being touched by Abby Hudson. And they're going to rule it an over and back violation. To me, the guy on this side had a pretty good view and should be overruling that.
It was definitely deflected.
But, hey. 9-6 the score, New Hampton, and 2:15 to play here on Tropical Night.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they have a different weather report than what I'm hearing?
Well, the Snownami is coming next Tuesday, I guess.
Oh.
Left side with it is Fitzgerald at the free throw line to Rasmussen. Top of the key to Leichman. Leichman on the right wing to Nicolaisen. Right corner to Leichman underneath to Rasmussen. Had it stripped, taken away by Taylor Skirring for the Korak.
Heads up play there by Taylor.
Taylor passes on the far right wing to Hudson. Back between the circles to Skirring, who vocally calls out a set play. She lost control of the basketball, and it's going to end up in a tie-up between Skirring and Fitzgerald. Alternating possession will go to Decorah. 1:45 to play here in quarter number one. A 9-6 lead for New Hampton.
And this zone is bothering Decorah a little bit.
Skirring throws it over the head of Quandal. Run down in the backcourt by Hudson. Hudson will dribble up into the front court. Dribbles to the right wing, takes a 20-footer. No good. Rebound knocked around, loose, and taken by New Hampton. It was Bethany Zank that got it. She checked in at the last dead ball. Leichman leaves it on the left wing to Nicolaisen. Over on the right wing to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Leichman. Leichman driving towards the box. Box and had her pocket picked by Taylor Skirring. Skirring 1-on-4. Nice drop step in the lane. Layup no good. Rebound Sarah Zidlicki. Loose ball on the side. And they're going to rule a foul on Taylor Skirring out of all that. Taylor picks up her first, team's fourth.
Wow. I hope this game doesn't get close, Darren.
9-6 the score.
Oofta.
New Hampton on top. And you know what? Both teams got to deal with it. But at the same time, it's just going to be one of those nights. Carly Fitzgerald up into the front court. Passes on the left side to Emma Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen on the left wing. Kicks it over right side to Leichman. Leichman over on the left side to Nicolaisen. A 20-footer is left short. Maddie McEnany with the rebound for Decorah. Now to Taylor Skirring, who walks it up into the front court. Taylor dribbles to the high post right side to Abby Hudson. A three-pointer is long. Rebound on the weak side to Taylor Skirring. Skirring around a screen, into the lane, put up the shot, short. Taylor got it back to the left block. She goes to the floor to save it and kick it out to Kayla Quandal. Quandal over on the right side to Abby Hudson. Hudson left side to Taylor. Three-pointer up. Got it! Taylor Skirring with 5, and we're tied at 9. A 7-0 run for Decorah.
Well, give Taylor Skirring the trophy for that possession. Holy moly.
13 seconds left in the quarter. With it on the right side, Leichman between the circles to Nicolaisen. Left side of Fitzgerald. Underneath to Rasmussen. At the left block, puts it up and in. Rasmussen scores on Hartman as the quarter comes to an end. It is 11-9, New Hampton leading after one quarter of play. Let's take a break for Henning Construction. New Hampton 11-9 after one. Wellington plays Decorah. Also heard from in that break. New Hampton ball to start quarter number 2. Nicolaisen on the left wing takes a dribble between the circles to Leichman. Leichman right baseline towards Hemisath. Right of the circle to Wagner. Wagner top of the key to Leichman. A three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Rebound down to Taylor Skirring. Skirring on the push, right side of the floor, had it knocked away from behind. It's a loose ball, but New Hampton couldn't retrieve it before it went out of bounds. So Decorah will have it. Baseline right. Skirring inbounds to McEnany to Quandal, right wing. Top of the key to Hudson, left side. Taylor Skirring, bounce pass underneath. The Hartman lays it up and in. Well executed out of bounds play. First 2 for Lizzie. We're tied at 11.
Beautiful assist there by Taylor.
7:20 to play second quarter. Nicolaisen, top of the key to Wagner. On the right side to Leichman. Top of the key to Nicolaisen. Left side to Wagner. Driving left of the lane. Goes top of the key to Nicolaisen. Ball gets underneath at the right block to Zanka. Turnaround shot from 5. Fails to fall. Hartman got the rebound. Now to Taylor Skring, who walks it up into the front court. Taylor around a screen right side. Leaves it now to Quandall on the right wing. Quandall goes right corner to Skring. Lob pass underneath towards Hartman. Intercepted by Catherine Hemesat for New Hampton. Now to Leichman. Leichman goes right baseline to Nicolaisen. Now to Leichman on the right wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Left side to Wagner. Top of the key to Leichman. Guarded in the zone by Quandall. Right side to Nicolaisen. Top of the key to Leichman. Left side to Wagner. Top of the key to Leichman. Kicks it along the left baseline to Hemesat. Hemesat put up the shot. It was deflected in the air and pulled down by Maddie McEnany for Decorah. 11-11 score. 6:17 to play second quarter. Decorah boys leading 15-14, end of the first quarter. As Skring lob pass underneath the Hartman puts it up and in, and a foul is called. Taylor with a nice find, and well, you talked about Lizzie needing to play a little bit more physical. I think she got the message there, Coach B. The foul went on Catherine Hemsath, her first and the team's 5th of the half. As Hartman puts up the free throw, no good. Rebound caromed around and taken there by New Hampton.
Got to get a better free throw shooting team here, Darren, for the postseason.
Wagner underneath that to Hemsath at the right block. Back to Wagner right of the lane. On the drive in the lane. She put up the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Quandall to Skring. Now to Hudson, right baseline. Hudson with an 8-footer. It fails to fall. The rebound pulled down by Leichman. Got a guy that's going to be hoarse here behind us.
If he only had a whistle, he could help us out.
Underneath at the left block, rebound, layup no good by Rasmussen. Rebound to Lizzie Hartman. Now to Hudson. 13-11 Decorah. 5:20 to play here in the second quarter. Odd ball game thus far. Skring to the right side. Top of the key to Quandall. Left of the lane to Sarah Zidlicki. Her deflected pass taken by Quandall left of the circle. Between the circles to Taylor Skring. Taylor on the dribble, midcourt area. Taylor on the drive of the lane. Put it up the runner and got it to go. Taylor was 7, 15-11 Decorah.
Yeah.
All told, Decorah on a 13-2 run right now. Wagner with it on the left side. Top of the key to Leichman. Over to Wagner on the left side once again. Wagner to the free throw line. Now to Leichman. Top of the key. Dribbles to the left wing. Top of the key once again to Fitzgerald. Kicks it back between the circles to Wagner. Wagner to Fitzgerald. Right baseline to Hemsath. Now to Fitzgerald. Underneath to Rasmussen at the right block. Top of the key to Wagner. A three-pointer is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Sarah Zidlicki for Decorah. 4:20 to play second quarter. A 15-11 lead for the Vikings, and Coach Storhoff is going to call a timeout. 4:19 to play here in quarter number 2. It's going to be a full one. 15-11 Decorah with the lead. Let's take a break for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. Welcome back to Decorah, everybody. 15-11 Decorah with the lead with 4:19 to play here in quarter number 2. I'd ask you for some thoughts on this one, but it's tough to formulate any right now, Larry.
Well, there's a couple things that need to be alluded to, and that is that Decorah is really opening up a little bit of a rebounding edge here. Right now we have 9 defensive and we have 7 offensive. In the defensive end, we're limiting them to 1 shot, and we're putting some pressure on them when they shoot. And that's good credit to blocking out. I mean, that's a real positive.
Up into the front court comes Kayla Quandall. Decorah lead in ball, shooting to our left. Pass towards Quandall, knocked away, taken away by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the layup at the other end, late up and good. 4 points for Carly Fitzgerald, a 15-13 lead for Decorah.
These lazy passes out at the front court, you got to get better at that.
Quandall passes on the right side to Abby Hudson. Between the circles to Quandall, left side to Schuring. Lobs it to Sandra Zidlicki at the free throw line. Underneath to Sarah Zidlicki. Put it up, no good. Sarah got it back, put it up. It was blocked. Loose ball between Sandra and Carly Fitzgerald. It'll be a tie-up and an alternating possession to Decorah. Zidlicki got 2 fouls in the first minute 2 of the game.
That was exceptionally good look there by Sandra to her sister Sarah.
Some question about the arrow, but I never question Russ Frere King about anything.
Well, first of all, we can't speak the language.
Zidlicki misses a jumper left of the lane. Rebound pulled down by Fitzgerald. Now to Leichman. Put up a wild shot. Got it deflected, and it's pulled down by Sandra Zidlicki for the Decorah. 15-13 Vikings lead. 3:27 to play second quarter. Schuring lobs it to Zidlicki at the free throw line, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on New Hampton. I believe the foul will go against Carly Fitzgerald, her first, team's 6th. 3:22 to play here in the second quarter. 15-13. Both teams running in mud right now. Schuring will look to get it inbounds. Lob pass to Sandra Zidlicki. Left block, put up the shot. It was partially deflected. Rebound taken by Rasmussen, and Rasmussen is going to be fouled on the way out. Sarah Zidlicki will get the personal, her first and team's 5th.
Well, sometimes you got to live to fight another day. That could have easily been on Sandra.
3:15 to play second quarter. 15-13 to Decorah. New Hampton ball shooting to our right. Nicolaisen on the left wing. Tabakita Wagner. Left side to Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen skips it over right side to Carly Fitzgerald. Underneath towards Rasmussen, and a foul is going to be called on Sarah Zidlicki.
My goodness.
Or no. Sarah picks up her second, team's 6th. Rasmussen inbounds towards Nicolaisen at the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Kicks it back to Fitzgerald. 20-footer up. Side rim, no. Rebound, Sandra Zidlicki for the Decorah. Out of Taylor Schuring. 2:50 to play the second quarter. A 15-13 lead for the Decorah. They trailed 11-9 at the end of the first quarter. Quandall towards Hudson, and she gets fouled by Fitzgerald.
Back door. The back door is wide open.
Fitzgerald picks up her second. That's the team's 7th. Decorah is 0 for 4 at the free throw line. Abby Hudson will try to end that trend. She's a 47% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw up, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. Rasmussen got it, outlet right to Leichman. Leichman's pass deflected by Quandall, taken by Wagner along the baseline. She lost control of it and ends up traveling. 2:34 to play second quarter. New Hampton coach asking how she fell, and you know what? He's got a point.
I think she fell hard too.
Schuring towards Zidlicki, left block, catches, shoots, and scores, and a foul called on New Hampton. You know what? Sandra didn't bring the ball down that time, just put it off the window, and good things happen, Coach B.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fundamental of basketball if you're going to play inside. When you bring that ball down, it was interesting, the Iowa game against Purdue. When the big fella brought the ball down all the time, they kept stealing the ball from him.
Abby Boyd the foul, her first, team's 8th. Sandra's first and only, up and good. Hey, Vikes made a free throw, Coach B.
Well, isn't that unbelievable?
1 of 6 thus far, 18-13. Decorah on top, 2:17 to play here in the second quarter. Loose ball being fought for, and a timeout being asked for by New Hampton. As the ball was loose, they ruled New Hampton still had possession when the timeout was asked for by head coach Matt Schultz off to our left. 2:14 to play till halftime. 18-13. Decorah with the advantage. Vikings trying to win their 7th in 9 games. They'll play North Bad Valley down in West Union tomorrow night, and then kind of an oddity, 10 days off before their next game.
That's not good. I'd cancel about 8 of those practice nights and then just throw up the night before the game and go.
Well, we know Coach B's philosophy. Well, with the impending snow-nami coming on Tuesday, it might be a good thing anyway.
Yeah.
Leichman on the far side to Wagner. Top of the key to Leichman. Leichman on the right wing to Nicolaisen. Between the circles to Leichman. Left side to Wagner. Left baseline towards Boyd. Wagner on the right side towards Nicolaisen. Bounce pass underneath, and a foul is going to be called on Sandra Zidlicki, trying to deny Lexi Rasmussen the ball. Sandra will pick up her third personal foul with 1:51 to play here in the second quarter.
That guy has absolutely got a vendetta against her. That was ridiculous.
I mean, I'll say this unemotional. That was an absolutely clean steal.
That was terrible.
I have no idea what he was looking at there.
He's looking to get her foul, and it worked. There's not anything you can do about it. We're stuck with it.
1:51 to play here in the quarter. This is New Hampton's first free throw attempt. Rasmussen is a 47%er on the season. First free throw up and good. 18-14, 1:51 to play here in the second quarter. Baseline players started to run away. Baseline official said, hey, she did that so well, we'll give her another chance. Second free throw up. Front rim no. Rebound down to New Hampton. Getting in the corner was Nicolaisen. Her pass deflected, taken away by Sandra Zidlicki. Or Taylor Skirring, I should say. Sandra taking it away on the bench would have been impressive. Skirring to Hudson in the left corner. Her pass underneath, taken away by Lexi Rasmussen. Outlet right to Carly Fitzgerald. 18-14 to Cora on top. 1:22 to play here in the second quarter. Fitzgerald, lob pass deflected, taken away by Abby Hudson. Now to Skirring. Taylor on the quicks up into the front court. Fitzgerald knocked the ball out of her hands. Ball will go out of bounds, and Decorah will play it baseline right.
Now, why wasn't that a foul? That was a foul, and they didn't call that one. She knocked the ball away, but she also took an arm with her.
But she gave the arm back. Awfully nice of her as the ball goes inbounds, and the ball will... And it wasn't touched as it goes out of bounds at the New Hampton bench, and New Hampton will play it. Long story longer, folks. We're just telling you as it is. It's just like there's been no consistency at all out of three guys here tonight. Emma Nicolaisen, right wing, dribbles to the right block, puts up the runner from the block, no good. Rebound, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by New Hampton, I guess.
Wow.
Decorah will play it with 1 minute to play, second quarter. He must have vocally said something because he didn't point. He confused me, but we all know that's not very hard. Hudson with it, top of the key. Passes on the left wing to Skirring, now to Quandall, right block, puts it up and in.
Taylor, what a nice find. What a find.
Quandall with her first two, 20-14. Decorah on top, 35 seconds to play second quarter. Leichman on the right wing towards Rasmussen. Put up the shot between defenders, partially deflected. Rebound pulled down by Leichman, and she went up and got fouled. They're going to get Sarah Zidlicki with the foul. They missed the first one on her, but they got the second one on her. And Sarah now has 3 personals and 8 on the team with 27.9 to play second quarter. Elizabeth Leichman hasn't been to the line yet. She hits her first free throw. She's got 4 points. She is a 64% free throw shooter. 27.9 left here in the second quarter. A 20-15 lead for Decorah. Second free throw no good. Lizzie Hartman got the rebound. Out of Maddie McEnany. Quick Elia ahead on the left side to Skirring. Skirring retreats towards the midcourt area with 18 seconds left in the half. To Quandall on the right wing. Quandall's pass deflected, taken top of the key by Abby Hudson with 12 seconds. Abby leaves it for Taylor Skirring. Lost control of it, got it back with 7 seconds. Taylor to the free throw line to Hartman at the left block. Now to Hudson, left of the lane. Lost control of the ball. It will go out of bounds. New Hampton will have it with 1.8 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Wow. Just take our time, girls, and get the ball. It wasn't a hot potato.
Well, it seemed that way tonight, though.
Wow.
Inbounds it comes to Fitzgerald, and she won't even attempt the shot. It'll be 20-15 to Cora as we go to the halftime break. Vikes outscore the Chickasaws 11-4 in that quarter of play. Let's take a timeout and hear from Hovden Oil, Ladybug Landscapes, and the chiropractic offices. New Hampton ball to start the second half. They shoot to our left. Wagner, top of the key, takes the three-pointer. It's off the mark. Rebound down to Sarah Zidlicki with Abby Hudson, Taylor Skirring, Sandra Zidlicki, and Kayla Quandal. It's Himmelsath, it's Rasmussen, it's Leichman, Wagner, and Fitzgerald for New Hampton. So both teams with their original starting five. Quandal at the free throw line to Sandra Zidlicki, right wing to Hudson. Free throw line to Sandra, left side to Kayla Quandal to Skirring, and Skirring tried to bounce it towards Sandra Zidlicki, but it was kicked by Darian Wagner.
You know, I'd like to have Sandra look at the basket like she's going to shoot that free throw shot to make the defense have to do something.
Hudson at the top of the key, right wing towards Skirring, underneath towards Sandra Zidlicki. The pass was off the mark and intercepted by Lexi Rasmussen for New Hampton. Out of Carly Fitzgerald up the center of the floor. Passes on the near left wing to Darian Wagner. Wagner driving towards the left baseline, tried to get it off to Rasmussen. Knocked away, taken away by Quandal.
That's a good heads-up play by Quandal.
To Skirring for the Cora. Vikes with a 5-point lead. To the free throw line, Sandra Zidlicki, right wing to Quandal, to Skirring, top of the key, left side to Hudson. A three-pointer is up, it's long. Rebound pulled down on the right near side by Quandal. To Skirring, tried to get underneath to Sarah Zidlicki, deflected, taken by Quandal. Now to Zidlicki at the free throw line, put up the shot, no good. Sarah got the rebound, put it up, partially deflected. Rebound down to Rasmussen, but she was touching the end line while she got it. So Decorah will keep it, shooting to our right, baseline right. 6:41 to play in the third, 20-15 Vikings. Skirring will look to get it inbounds. Right wing to Quandal, now to Skirring at the right block. Right of the lane to Zidlicki, a 12-footer, no good. Rebound to Rasmussen for New Hampton. Her pass intercepted by Hudson, a 12-footer left baseline was a brick. Rebound to Darian Wagner for New Hampton. To Leichman, left baseline to Hemsath. On the left wing to Leichman. Leichman in the left corner, left wing to Hemsath. Three-pointer up and good. And the Chickasaws within two.
Now, Decorah just can't get a basket to go down right now.
1:40 into the third quarter, 20-18 Vikings. Hemsath with their first points of the night. Quandal right wing, top of the key to Hudson. Hudson on the left wing to Skirring. Skirring puts it on the deck, drives it to the left baseline, put it up, off the glass and in. Taylor with 9. 22-18, Decorah up 4, 5:50 to play in the third. Leichman left wing, top of the key to Fitzgerald, to Leichman on the left wing. Leichman driving left to the lane, lost control of it, got it back, put up a wild shot, no good. Rasmussen got the board, put it up, no good. And I believe Sandra Zidlicki will pick up her fourth personal foul. Sandra with her fourth. Maddie McEnany will come in to replace her. Sandra just having a tough time staying on the floor.
There was absolutely no doubt in my mind who was going to call that foul. Which official? He's called all four now.
Free throw, no good. From Lexi Rasmussen, who has 5 points. She's 1 of 3 at the line. She's a 47% free throw shooter. Second free throw up, good. And the Chickasaws within 3, 22-19 Decorah. 5:39 to play here in the third quarter. Quandal with it in the right corner, right of the circle to Hudson. Back between the circles to Skirring. Skirring on the right wing to Hudson. Hudson holding and looking on the right wing, goes top of the key to Quandal. Quandal guarded loosely by Fitzgerald. Lost control of the ball, taken away by Carly Fitzgerald. Now on the left side to Leichman. Leichman puts it up, no good, but a foul on the floor on Kayla Quandal, who picks up her first and the team's second. 5:15 to play in the third, 22-19. Decorah on top, New Hampton ball, baseline left, front court to our left. Into Leichman in the left near corner. Leichman lost it, got it back, lobs it to Rasmussen. Going across the lane, put up the shot, off the glass and in.
That was an awkward shot, but somehow it found the way to get in.
Rasmussen with 8. Chickasaws within 1. 22-21 Decorah. 5 minutes to play in the third. Skirring around the screen into the lane, put up the shot, no good, and a travel is called.
I wish Taylor would just pull up and take that little 15-foot jump shot.
4:53 to play here in the third. Chickasaws with the opportunity to take the lead. Wagner on the right wing, top of the key to Leichman. Leichman over on the left side towards Fitzgerald. Ball knocked away, taken by Rasmussen. Fitzgerald has it left of the lane to Leichman. A three-pointer is up, it's short. Rebound, Sarah Zidlicki for Decorah. to Abby Hudson to Taylor Skirring, who will walk it up with 4:32 to play in the third. Skirring around a screen right side, takes a three-pointer, no good. It missed everything. Quandall tries to save the rebound in bounds, but ends up saving it to Jenny Christopher over there in the front row.
Yep.
She had good hands back in the day.
Oh, she had great hands.
Probably still does today. 4:18 to play here in the third quarter. 22-21. Decorah on top. Chickasaw ball shooting to our left. Wagner with it right wing. Her pass intercepted by Kayla Quandall. Kayla up the right side for Decorah. Jump stops to the right block. Puts it off the glass and in. So Quandall now with 4 on the night. And the Vikes leading 24-21. Halfway point third quarter. Wagner on the right wing. Guarded loosely there by Skirring. Tavakita Leichman on the left wing to Fitzgerald. Tavakita Leichman. Vikes in the 1-3-1. Left side to Fitzgerald to Rasmussen at the left block. Left wing to Fitzgerald. Tavakita Leichman. Leichman over on the left wing to Fitzgerald. Tavakita Leichman. Leichman puts it on the deck left of the lane, picking up her dribble against Quandall. Left side to Fitzgerald underneath to Rasmussen. A turnaround shot up and in, and a foul called on Maddie McEnany. Rasmussen with 5 of the 11 points here in the, or 5 of the 8 points here in the second half for New Hampton, and she'll have an opportunity to tie the game here with 3:29 to play in the third. Free throw up, free throw good. Rasmussen with 11 of the Chickasaws 24. 24-24, 3:25 to play in the third. Skirring on the dribble, midcourt area. Taylor around a seal right side. Jump pass to Sarah Zidlicki high on the left. 15-footer, no good. Rebound deflected to the side, taken by Rasmussen for New Hampton. To Carly Fitzgerald, dribbling up the middle of the floor. Passes on the left wing to Leichman. Leichman skips it over right side to Hemsath, to Fitzgerald. Tabakita Wagner. Right wing to Fitzgerald. Left of the circle to Wagner. Tabakita to Fitzgerald. Over on the right wing to Hemsath. Hemsath driving baseline, now retreats. Right wing to Fitzgerald. Tabakita Wagner. Left baseline to Leichman. Leichman layup, no good. Rebound deflected around. It's loose. It's still loose. It's taken by Maddie McEnany. And it's going to be New Hampton basketball for some reason. They're going to rule that Decorah kicked the ball. Boy, oh boy.
What?
Lexi Rasmussen will look to get it inbounds. Tried to play it off of McEnany, able to do so. And the Chickasaws will try again, baseline left. Rasmussen into Leichman at the block, and she was fouled on the floor by Kayla Quandall. Leichman beat Quandall to the spot, and Kayla picks up her second foul, team's third. Rasmussen will try again, baseline left. Rasmussen, left corner to Leichman. Leichman left of the lane to Hemsath. Left wing to Fitzgerald, a three-pointer up and good. Fitzgerald with the three-pointer, and a full timeout asked for by Coach Storhawk. 27-24, Decorah trailing New Hampton. Let's take a timeout for Vic's Heating and Plumbing.
I don't understand it.
27-24, New Hampton.
I've seen something tonight, Darren.
Outscoring, outscoring Decorah 9-4 here in the third quarter.
I've seen something tonight that I'd not ever seen before. When a girl is standing up with the ball, and they call the kick.
And you know,
I have no idea.
I could continue the conversation, but as a Minnesota Viking fan, kicks probably aren't your favorite topic of conversation right now.
I'm glad you didn't bring it up anymore.
Of course. Hudson on the left wing. Between the circles to McEnany underneath to Quandall. Goes up, gets her shot blocked out of bounds by Alexi Rasmussen.
That's a good pass. Good play across the court there by McEnany, but Quandall's got to do a shot fake there and get a foul.
2:14 to play in the third. 27-24 New Hampton. Hudson with it in the right corner. Right wing to Skirring. Between the circles to Quandall. Back between the circles to Skirring. Skirring putting it on the deck against Leichman. Right side to Hudson on the right wing against Nicolaisen. Retreats to the midcourt area with a minute 55 to play in the third. Now to Schuring. Over on the left side to Quandal, but Schuring's pass had a bit too much mustard. And Kayla Quandal caught it out of bounds.
Well, right now we're not trying to get the ball inside at all. We got to get inside out here.
I just got a message from Steve White, said he turned off the radio when I made that joke too. So there's some solidarity you got among the listening audience.
Yeah.
Carly Fitzgerald on the left wing between the circles to Leichman. Leichman to Fitzgerald, left corner to Hemsath. Now to Fitzgerald underneath to Rasmussen. Lost control of the ball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sarah Zidlicki. Lizzie Hartman in, Sarah Zidlicki out. 1:28 to play in the third. 27-24. New Hampton on top. Rasmussen plays it baseline left. Rasmussen inbounds to Nicolaisen at the free throw line. Takes a dribble. Passes on the left side to Leichman. Leichman driving baseline left to the circle to Nicolaisen. A three-pointer is an air ball. Trying to save the rebound in was Hemsath. Does so right to McEnany, but she throws it right to Leichman. Leichman kicks it back between the circles to Nicolaisen. Now to Hemsath, and Hemsath is going to be fouled on the drive right of the lane. Hudson, the foul, her first. That is the team's fifth. And New Hampton has 0 fouls here in this half.
Does that surprise you, Darren?
I just report. Rasmussen.
Their big girls have not had 1 foul.
And a timeout is going to be asked by New Hampton. It'll be a 30-second timeout as they had some trouble getting the ball in bounds. 1:08 to play here in the third. 27-24 the score. New Hampton with the lead on Decorah. They have outscored the Vikings 9-4 here in the third quarter of play. You'll recall Decorah had a lead in the game over there, as we talked about earlier. They led 20-17 at the halftime break, and New Hampton outscored them 16-6 in the third quarter.
Well, it's no doubt in my mind that right now this game is in favor of New Hampton the way it's being played as far as the pace and everything else. Decorah needs to get the ball rolling a little bit, and New Hampton's done a really nice job of denying that.
Rasmussen looking to get it in bounds. Rasmussen to the right wing in Hemsath. Back between the circles to Fitzgerald. Left side to Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen, top of the key to Leichman. Over on the left side to Nicolaisen. Skips it over right side to Fitzgerald. Left of the circle to Leichman. To Fitzgerald, right of the circle to Rasmussen. Left baseline, and a 3-second in the lane call on Rasmussen.
Get that fire extinguisher. We got a fire in there. Not only a camp out, but a fire.
Well, I think the folks were counting about 6 or 7 across the way, but it ends up a turnover. Decorah ball trailing by 3, 43 seconds to play here in the third. Underneath to Hartman. She goes up, got her shot blocked out of bounds by Alexi Rasmussen.
We got to do a good, give him a shot fake. Let the girl go flying through there, and then it put it up.
Second time, Decorah's had a good look, but Rasmussen has gotten a blocked shot. Schuring into McEnany, top of the key, left wing to Izzy Iverson, back between the circles to Schuring. 34 seconds left here in the quarter. McEnany right side to Quandal. Quandal's pass to Schuring, deflected. Taylor got it back to Quandal, right baseline, 25 seconds. High on the right to McEnany, left side to Iverson. A 20-footer is no good. Rebound taken down by New Hampton. Catherine Hemsath got it. Her outlet pass was hot dogged around and finally corralled by Nicolaisen. Right of the circle to Carly Fitzgerald. Left side of Nicolaisen. Left wing to Hemsath. 4 seconds left. The Leichman right corner. Three-pointer up. It's long. The quarter comes to an end with New Hampton leading 27-24. And let's take a timeout for Plan One Financial. Fourth quarter upon us. 27-24. New Hampton with the lead. And absolutely no flow to this one either way tonight, and both teams struggling offensively. You can look at a 24-24 game perhaps and say the defenses are playing well. I don't think you really can say that either way tonight. This has just been kind of a root canal of a ball game tonight.
Well, New Hampton big girls playing inside have absolutely 0 fouls. I think the Decorah big girls have about 20.
Schuring driving into the lane, put up the shot, good. Taylor into double figures with 11. It's 27-26. New Hampton leads with 7:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Nicolaisen in the left corner to Hemsath. To Nicolaisen, left of the circle, right of the circle to Leichman. Left of the circle to Nicolaisen, skips it over to Fitzgerald right side. Top of the key to Leichman, right side to Fitzgerald. Had it knocked away, taken away by Hudson. Now to Scoring. Bikes with an opportunity to take the lead. Scoring up into the front court, around to Seal. Lobs it to Sandra Zidlicki in the lane. Left side to Quandal. Jumper up and good. And with 7:17 to play, the Vikes get the lead back 28-27. Quandal with 6. On the right side with it is Leichman. Leichman puts it on the deck to the free throw line. Top of the key to Nicolaisen. Right side to Leichman. Leichman around a screen to the right baseline. Cut off there by Quando. Right wing to Fitzgerald. To Leichman in the right corner. Right side with it is Leichman. Leichman puts it on the deck. Goes top of the key to Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen left side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald dribbling to the midcourt area, right side to Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen driving right baseline, put up the shot, partially deflected by Sandra. Oh, wait, she didn't get a foul. Rebound pulled down by Sarah Zidlicki. The one guy was the trail instead of the baseline guy. We should point that out. Hudson to Scoring midcourt area. Right side to Hudson. Hudson on the right wing. Top of the key to Quando. Over on the left side to Scoring. Lob pass underneath to Sandra Zidlicki. And Zidlicki gets fouled by Hemsath. Hemsath picks up her 4th personal foul. We should emphasize Hemsath had 3 in the first half. One of their post players.
Okay, I misspoke.
We'll put an asterisk by your previous statement. 28-27 Decorah. 6:05 to play in the fourth. Decorah ball shooting to our right. Hudson with the basketball between the circles, and reaching foul is going to be called on New Hampton. Emma Nicolaisen, her second, and the team's second as well.
I hate that dribble pass. Get the ball in your hands, pass the ball.
5:57 left, 28-27 Decorah. Looking to get it inbounds is Abby Hudson. Hudson tried to get it to Sarah Zidlicki. Zidlicki is being hammered, and she's going to be called for a foul. Hoofta. 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 Unbelievable. Leichman on the right side to Hemsath. Hemsath across the lane to Rasmussen. Rasmussen goes across the lane. Doesn't get touched by Sandra Zidlicki, but Bob Camp going to call her for her 5th foul. And Lexi Rasmussen will go to the free throw line for the 3-point play. She's got 13 points. And Lizzie Hartman will get.
I knew it was just a matter of time, Darren. We knew that.
Get in for Sandra Zidlicki, who.
This guy called all 5 fouls on her.
Didn't really have a chance tonight, in all honesty. Rasmussen misses the free throw. Loose ball taken by Taylor Scoring. Scoring up the right side of the floor. Scoring right wing to Hudson. Between the circles to Scoring. 5:35 left. Chickasaw is up 1. 29-28. Hudson on the right wing. Top of the key to Quandal. She's going to call a travel. You know what? Some guys couldn't handle a junior high basketball game, much less a varsity game, Larry. This is unbelievable. Leichman on the left side to Nicolaisen. Between the circles to Leichman. On the left wing to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Nicolaisen. Right side along the right baseline to Hemsath. Top of the key to Nicolaisen. Left side to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Nicolaisen. Guarded there by Scoring. Lost control of it. Got it back. Kicks it to Leichman right out of the circle. Drives into the lane. Put up the shot. She was probably fouled by Scoring, but she'll get the block shot. And Hartman got the rebound. 29-28 the score. New Hampton up 1. Decorah ball shooting to our right. Scoring to Zidlicki. Right corner to Hudson. A 3 is up. A 3 is good.
Banked her in. Banks are open.
Hudson with her first points of the night, and they come at a big time. 31-29 Decorah, 4:30 to play, New Hampton ball. Left of the circle with it, Nick Eliason. Between the circles to Leichman. To Nick Eliason, left of the circle. Right wing to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Leichman. Right wing to Fitzgerald. Skips it over to Nick Eliason, left side. Nick Eliason, left corner to Hemsath. Left of the circle to Nick Eliason. Top of the key to Leichman. To Nick Eliason to the free throw line. Left side to Leichman. Leichman driving to the left baseline. Her pass deflected. Taken in the left corner by Hemsath. Hemsath left corner to Leichman. A three-pointer up, no good. Lizzie Hartman with the rebound for Decorah. Now to Taylor, screwing up the left side of the floor. Taylor will slow the pace with 3:52 to play. Fly pass to Hartman at the free throw line. Tried to gun it underneath towards Sarah Zidlicki. Sarah wasn't ready for that much mustard on the pass, and it goes out of bounds. And with 3:46 left, New Hampton coach Matt Schultz will take a timeout. 31-29 Decorah. And let's take a timeout for Wicks Construction. New Hampton ball from the far end, trailing by 2, 31-29. Leichman with it, top of the key, left baseline to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Leichman. Leichman on the left wing to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes top of the key to Leichman. Leichman on the right side to Emma Nicolaisen. Emma on the right wing, top of the key to Leichman. Leichman between the circles. Fitzgerald cut one way, Leichman threw it the other. It ends up being turnover number
12
on New Hampton.
Credit the defense there. That was great defense.
3:24 left, 31-29. Decorah on top by 2. Viking ball shooting to our right. Taylor scurrying around a Hartman screen to the left side. Lost control of her dribble. It's taken away by Catherine Hemsath for New Hampton. Gives it to Rasmussen. Now to Fitzgerald. Dribbles to the front court to our left with 3:07 remaining. Nicolaisen on the left wing between the circles to Leichman. Left side to Nicolaisen. Right side to Fitzgerald. Right baseline to Hemsath. Right wing to Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Leichman. Leichman to Fitzgerald. Right baseline to Hemsath. Tried to get it to Rasmussen, and it's punched out of bounds by Lizzie Hartman. Not to belabor the point, Lizzie made more contact on that one than 4 of Sandra's 5 fouls tonight.
Yep.
Ball inbound, deflected, taken away by Hudson. Reach in, foul New Hampton. I think. And it is. Leichman the foul, her first, team's third. 31-29, New Hampton trailing Decorah ball. Skurring will dribble to the front court to our right. Boys update 48-38 New Hampton with 4 minutes remaining.
New Hampton's ahead?
Yep. Hudson with it on the right side underneath towards Hartman, and Hartman got fouled. And that is going to be the 5th foul on Catherine Hemsath with 2:33 remaining in the 4th on New Hampton. So Bethany Zank will get Catherine Hemsath. Hudson with it inbounds to Hartman. Now to Hudson on the right wing. Retreats to the midcourt area. Try to get it to Quandall. Punched out of bounds by Fitzgerald.
Do these guys know what a back door is? That's the thing you have to ask. I mean, these New Hampton people are really over-pressuring.
Hudson inbounds to Skurring. 2:22 remaining. Skurring dribbling around midcourt area, and a timeout going to be asked for by Coach Storhoff with 2:15 remaining in the game. 31-29. 2 timeouts remaining aside. Foul situation. Decorah's committed 6. New Hampton's committed 4. And New Hampton has the possession arrow. That's how we reset it. 2:15 remaining in the game, 31-29. New Hampton with the lead. Well, we've had 2 Friday night home games in 2016. One of them was decided by 1 point. The other was decided by 1 point. Are we developing a trend here, Coach B?
We're developing exciting basketball, although tonight has been something a little bit off that track. Competitive, yes. Just no flow to the game. It's just impossible to get any kind of flow.
2:15 remaining in the game, 31-29. Decorah leading New Hampton. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. He's Larry, I'm Darren. We're here in Decorah. The Viking girls trying to win their 7th game in their last 9 outings and their 5th game in their last 6 outings. Yep. Hudson, Schuring, Quandal, Sarah Zidlicki, and Lizzie Hartman for Decorah. Schuring against Leichman, around a screen to the right side, goes in the right corner to Abby Hudson, to Hartman at the right block, and she puts the turnaround up and good. It hit the back of the rim about 4 times and dropped to the bottom of the well. Hartman with 6 on the night, 33-29, 153 remaining. Decorah for New Hampton ball. Fitzgerald driving left to the lane against Hudson. Retreats, goes top of the key to Leichman. Between the circles to Leichman. Hand pass now to Fitzgerald. Puts up a runner in the lane, a brick. Rebound, Rasmussen went up and got fouled. Rasmussen will shoot a couple of free throws as Lizzie Hartman will pick up personal number 1.
That's too bad because we just didn't block out. We've done a really good job with that tonight, Darren.
Rasmussen 3 of 6 at the free throw line. She has 13 points on the night. First free throw up around the rim and no good. Second one in play with a minute 37 remaining. Second free throw up and good. 3-point game, 14 for Rasmussen, 33-30 Decorah. Schuring up into the front court. Dribbles up and by a defender, driving down the lane, put it up, off the glass and in, and a foul is called. Schuring got a step by one defender. Help came late for New Hampton. Zink the foul, her first, team's 5th. Taylor will go to the line for the opportunity at the hat trick. She's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. First and only, up and good. And it's a 6-point lead for the Vikings with a minute 25 remaining. On the right side, Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen drive to the right baseline, cut off there by Zidlicki. Put up the shot, no good. It missed everything. Rebound down to Sarah Zidlicki. She dribbles out and gets fouled by New Hampton. Ooh. One of your guards has to
want the ball there.
Yeah, has to want the ball as the 2 officials will, shall we say, caucus to decide who committed the foul. And that'll be Carly Fitzgerald's 3rd foul and the team's 6th. 1:13 remaining. They were going to give Decorah 1-and-1 free throws with 6, but
it's all right.
They got the rule book out and decided, yeah, probably better not.
See, that's the power of caucusing.
Yeah.
You make the right decisions.
Well,
sometimes.
With an asterisk by another statement. There, Coach B. 1:05 left. Taylor has it in the front court for Decorah. Right side to Quandal. Quandal on the right wing had it knocked away, and a foul called on Emma Nicolaisen, and that'll be 1-and-1 for Decorah. As Nicolaisen picks up her 3rd, 59.8 to play. Decorah just 2 of 7 at the free throw line. Quandal on the season, 4 of 7 at the free throw line. She's got 6 points on the night. First free throw, no good. And Sarah Zidlicki is going to get called for the foul in the battle for the board against Lexi Rasmussen.
It's absolutely what you didn't want to have happen right there.
Sarah picks up her 4th personal foul.
Keep the clock running.
Rasmussen
clock is our friend.
To the line for 1-and-1.
Clock is that extra person for your team right now.
She is 4 of 7 at the free throw line tonight. First free throw up and good. She's 5 of 9 now at the free throw line. This will be her 10th attempt. 58.6 to play, 36-31 the score. Hartman gets the rebound on the missed free throw. They're going to rule that one a jump ball.
Well, it's too bad because now they get the ball again. Here they got a chance here to really make a run here.
Rasmussen lobs it deep in the midcourt area to Nicolaisen, to Fitzgerald on the left wing, to Leichman, dribbles to the free throw line, spinning into the lane, put up a wild shot, too strong. Hartman got the board, and fouling her on the way out was Leichman. Perhaps a rush shot by Leichman, but Hartman there with the board.
Hartman was very strong, too, in getting that rebound.
Lizzie from the free throw line this year is 4 of 20. First free throw up, good. 7 points on the night for Lizzie Hartman. 6-point lead for Decorah. 37-31, 46.8 to play. Second one coming. Up. No good. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. And I think an offensive foul is going to get called on Leichman. It will. And I got to be fair, I think they made the right call there. Yeah. Hudson was just dribbling up the court. It was just going back on defense, and Leichman pushed off.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
Third foul on her, team's 9th. Out of bounds to Decorah with 43 seconds left. Quandall between the circles to Hudson, and a foul is called on Fitzgerald. I believe that's going to be it for her. Or correction, that's 4. 10 on the team, so 2 shots coming here for Abby Hudson. 0 for 1 at the line tonight, and she's a 47%. Free throw up, good. Decorah was 1 for 6 from the line entering this quarter. They've been 3 for 5 in this one. Not great, but an improvement. Second free throw in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton, and a timeout asked for by New Hampton. Will be a full one. 35.2 remaining. So Matt Schultz will be down to 1 timeout remaining. It's a 38-31 lead for Decorah. So the Vikings have outscored the Chickasaws 14-4 here in the fourth quarter. They outscored them 11-4 in the second quarter. The even-numbered quarters have been money for the gals wearing white tonight.
Yeah, that's great, Darren. I mean, you ought to bet all your money on white, I guess. So the thing I want to say here is that
2 minutes left. New Hampton boys leading Decorah 53-42.
Okay, well, still time. The thing that's interesting here is that the Decorah girls have really battled here and done a nice job without really much of their inside strength for most of the game. But credit the young players for stepping in. McEnany did a nice job, and now Hartman's done a nice job. So, that really helps. Because they're kind of an off night for Abby. Hudson had been scoring pretty well, and then she's just kind of got an off night. Made one huge 3 for us.
Quandall made a 3-pointer with 7:17 remaining, and that gave Decorah the lead for good. 38-31, Chickasaws trail by 7, 35 seconds left. Their ball they shoot to our left. Leichman with it on the right wing. Skips it over to Fitzgerald, left wing. 3-pointer up, side rim no. Rebound Zank, puts it up and in. Zank with the layup. 38-33, Hudson in the backcourt with 15 seconds. Finally fouled by Nicolaisen. Nicolaisen will pick up her 4th. Abby, who's 1 for 3 at the free throw line, will have a couple. Zank just got the first bench points of the night for New Hampton. So Hudson with 4 points. They've all come here in the fourth quarter, including a big 3-pointer. 38-33 the score. First one up and good for Abby. Sometimes you just got to grind one out.
Well, this is the kind of game that Decorah would have never won a year ago.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound down to Zank. Zank to Leichman. Quickly up into the front court towards Fitzgerald. Ball tapped in the backcourt by Hudson. Fitzgerald has it with 5 seconds. Leaves it now to Leichman with 3 seconds. Passes on the left wing to Nicolaisen with 2 seconds. 3-pointer, no good. And in come from behind fashion, Decorah defeats the New Hampton Chickasaws 39-33. They outscore them 15-6 in that fourth quarter. Far from the prettiest game you'll ever see, but as we just talked about, sometimes you got to grind it out, and the Vikings were able to do so here tonight. Taking a look at the scoring in tonight's ball game. Taylor Skirring with 14 points. Off the bench, Lizzie Hartman had 7. Quandall with 6. Hudson with 5. 3 points for Sandra Zidlicki, 2 points for Sarah Zidlicki, and 2 points for Maddie McEnany. New Hampton on the night had Lexi Rasmussen with 14 points. 7 for Carly Fitzgerald. 4 for Elizabeth Leichman. Came in averaging 12 a game. Catherine Hemsouth with 3. Darian Wagner with 2. And Brittany Zank with 2. So, Decorah 5 of 14 at the free throw line tonight. New Hampton was 6 of 12.